What's bothering you?
I got to make a phone call.
You need the phone?
I need that phone.
What kind of phone you need?
The phone. I
You
don't
want
care.
the cell phone, wall phone, or corded phone,
yeah,
landline?
Just give it to me.
You be using landlines anyway. These cell phones, all they do is track you. These cell phones. All they do track you.
All right, Papa. All right. Can I speak to Justin, brother? I need to get some reinforcement on this line. Hey, you already know what it is. Don't ask all that. Listen, your brother is over there in Mexico, and he done said that he loved that girl. Yes, he done said he loved the girl and everything. And then guess what? Yeah, you already know he was crying too. Yeah, he got real emotional. And y'all from Alabama, listen, he representing. That's not what we do. We don't be rushing. Yeah, you on your way. All right, who you flying with? Spirit. All right then, good luck, honey. I guess you won't make it. All right then, bye. All right, y'all, let's get into it, because this right here is a mess. Papa is strolling on Facebook. Let's get into it.
We keep it real, expressing how we feel. Whoa. So come on in and sip some tea. Join the KOED family. We're about relationships and review, making it fun and just for you. Go with God, let God go with you. It's time for Kourtney and Eddie.
I always put God first. What's up, KOED fan? Welcome back to another video of Kourtney and Eddie. I'm Eddie, aka E-Dub. This is my lovely wife.
Kourtney, also known as Coco.
And this here is Kourtney and Eddie. This channel is all about relationships. This channel is all about reviews. And this channel is also all about entertainment. And tonight only, we're going to be talking about Married at First Sight.
So if you're brand new to this channel, you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. If you're watching us on Facebook, make sure you hit like and follow. And on all social media sites, comment down below. Don't forget to join our Patreon. We have a Patreon account where we're actually going to be talking. Is it live? We're going to go live tomorrow. We just chop it up in Patreon. And I actually put a little inspirational video over there today.
You did?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No, really?
Yeah.
You didn't get approval by me?
Oh, okay. So go on over there to Patreon and you can see what I was talking about.
I still have these doggone board meetings, man, because you be doing things all willy-nilly.
All right.
You supposed to get approved by the board. Hey, man, if I did something like that, you'd be raising Cain.
Let's get into it. You can see that our t-shirts are down below this video if you want to purchase anything that we're wearing today. All right, you guys. So let's get into it. So it's starting out with the honeymoon, honey. The honeymoon, honey. And Nate and Stasha, because we seen last week that they had a nice little heated, hot episode scene in the shower and everything. Get myself situated. And she said that last night was hot and steamy, as we were talking about. And she said that, you know, she was able to see what her husband working with. And she was able to see the potential of what he can do.
Okay.
I
don't know what that means.
But nothing happened. All right. Okay, so the next one, let's talk about Lindy is talking to Miguel. And so she's talking about her religious background and how she grew up and how she got engaged at a young age. And they moved in together and everything. And I guess, you know, for the sake of, you know, she probably wanted to get married so she can have sex. And so I guess it was a coin, you know, saying for them, you know, the ring before spring. So
I don't get that.
You got to get that ring, honey. He got to get that ring.
I know that part. What's spring? Spring like
the summer, spring, and fall.
What that got to do with?
I don't know, child. Some they see. I ain't never heard of.
What kind of mess is that, man?
I got to get that ring before spring, girl. I don't know. So anyway, so she said also too is that She's never been in love. That was her first love and her only love. So she's never been in love, after that. And so she also said too, like she was telling Miguel, she said, I know for you, you say love is a feeling, but for her, she said love is a choice. So it's whether she choose to fall in love with a person.
We had a conversation that got cut out this far because I was losing the argument. I'm not gonna lose the argument. Okay.
Yeah, I think I had to stick that in the Patreon. I had to stick that because there was a long discussion.
I ain't gonna lose the argument, but yeah, I can see both parts. You know what I'm saying? You said people choose to fall in love.
I said people can choose to fall in love. You know what I'm saying? And when I say that, I mean that when you like a person and you're in that person's presence so much, whatever, you're staying to build something. Even though some people be in bad relationships, a whole toxicity, they still choose to stay. It's something, even though they see the red, the blue, the black, it's still something that they choose to stay there and build and sit and then they end up falling in love. But if you see one person just say, "Ooh, child, I see red flags, I'm out," then that was their choice because they know if they would have stayed, they would have got their feelings involved.
So basically, more people listen to their heart than their mind.
Oh, for sure.
Okay, and that's what gets you in trouble.
Yes.
Because the heart don't know what you want.
Mm-hmm.
It is going off a feeling.
Mm-hmm.
But your mind, sometimes you got to take the emotions out and think.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people stay in bad, toxic relationships because of their heart.
Yeah.
Not their
and
mind.
Sex. I threw that in there. I felt like it was a problem.
You get sex anywhere.
Well, I'm just saying people stay in bad relationship because of sex as well. Because if the sex good, people will stay in.
You can find good sex anywhere.
But all right, you just want to argue with me tonight. All right,
I'm gonna win the argument tonight.
All right, so let's move on to Nathan and Stasha. So they're doing that ATV ride and everything. So she wants to just basically see how her husband handles, like, taking care of her or seeing if she good. If they ride. He failed all of this. He failed all of this that she was trying to see, that he failed miserably. He got on the ATV first. He put on his gear. She was like, I don't know what to do. I need help. I thought he was finna jump off and help her. The employee said, helped her. What is this? How do I? She had all this stuff acting like the damsel in distress, and he up there taking pictures.
That's what Stasha, that's your red flag right there. If he's doing that right now, he's paying you no attention about your needs at that time. Nope. Okay. So is he gonna open the door for you? Now, like I said, when we saw him in the after party this past week,
he did seem
it seemed like he matured some.
Yeah.
So maybe since this and what happened in the after party, maybe he grew up and found his flaws and corrected his flaws. But yeah, for what I saw tonight on this episode, yeah, dude was all about himself.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? He kind of reminds me of you when we go on trips and vacation. All on that phone and social media and blogging and click-clacking and tick-tocking and all that. I said, baby, what about me? Click, click, be driving. I don't want to be on camera sometime. And she be catching me out of a bad profile, my gut be hanging. I don't want to see all that, but she don't care.
Let me tell you something. If y'all go through his phone right now, you'll see who take most selfies. He take more selfies than me, and he been to post them all on social media, honey. And I'm strolling to see that he done took picture in my car, picture in his car, picture on the deck, picture outside, picture in the bush,
it ain't about me, man.
Picture over there, picture at Walmart. It's just pictures, so don't even do that.
I'm gonna go to Walmart now. You went too far, dang it.
I
don't care, man. You went too far. I start to say something.
You didn't offend. What's wrong with Anyway, so Stasha was basically, trying to put him to the test. But as we can see, first of all, he was way back there. When she had to wait on him.
Yeah, she was in the front. He was in the back. He was, taking videos and pictures and vlogging, and he didn't.
He wasn't standing up.
Somebody could snatch off that thing, drug into the woods. He wasn't know.
He was making sure the zoo, the animal, whatever he was saying, he was getting his Instagram on and all that.
My thing is this: if the animals was scaring you, just imagine what the animals was doing with Stasha. She probably afraid too, but you will never know because you too far behind getting your picture on.
And so, right. And so, anyway, what you looking like that for?
Because you be doing that.
I do what?
You show you. Hey,
I
where
do
you at? I got pulled. Take the picture again. Oh, you take it. I took 500 pictures. Dang it, man.
Let me tell you something. Anyway.
Yeah, this
Anyway.
ain't about you. Go on
Anyway,
in the video.
and then after I do it, he be like, "Oh, this was a good video. This was a good picture. We got some good memories." But he sit there and complain. Okay. So anyway, as they got and they started sitting down and they were talking, she, brought it up. She was like, "Okay, Instagram model." I know she was just kind of leading way into what she was about to say. So she was like, "You was taking pictures and everything and stuff like that. You got to realize that, you're not living that single life no more."
Yeah.
And so he was like, "Well, I got to segue from single to married,
Transition from single
I was
to
like,
married.
how is what does that look like? Because in that particular moment, that didn't take much, because even if you're single, you in a relationship, you gonna see about your girl. Like, Eddie is good at seeing about me and other folks around me, especially female. He gonna make sure everybody around me, you're female, good. We went out of town this weekend. He was trying to make sure all the females got to their car safely. So that's what a real man do. You don't just let your girl just drive it. She was way around the corner, honey. And you up there going slow. She ain't know where you was.
Well, what I was about to say was that they said something about transition from single to married. Why even get on the show? Why even put your application in for the show? You know there's going to be a transition that you got to go from single to marriage, okay? But it seems like he still don't. It's still not clicking for him right now.
He want the sex, the pictures, all that stuff, the boss looking stuff.
Maybe it's just all about image for him. You know what I'm saying?
I think so. Right now it is.
Yeah.
Let's move on to Justin and Alexa riding horses. So Justin said that this right here is surreal to him. Like this, like stuff that the rich people do, honey. I was like,
no, not yet. I'm not gonna waste the shoe for this one. I'm not gonna waste.
Justin,
act like you've been so well, man.
I know that's right.
It's just Mexico, man. You act like this is not gonna. What the rich people go? Where they go? No. I don't know what.
Dubai. Oh,
no, they go. What the rich people go?
I don't know. They go somewhere.
Switzerland. I don't know. Hey, come on, this is Mexico, man.
You from Alabama, we got horses down here. If you want to sit up here and ride the horse, you go down there to Gulf Shores on that beach right there.
I think he's from Mobile, man. You right there by the beach.
They're telling me this what the rich people do. And you from Alabama, I have to get my shoe.
Like you, never mind. You know what I want to say, boy.
You ain't.
Ooh. You know what I want to say. I ain't gonna go there.
So anyway, he said this is surreal. It's what rich people do. Stuff you see on TV.
You ain't been nowhere. You in California, man.
And then sitting up there smooching and slocking and
y'all do
on the beach with the. I said,
God. Grant you, that was a pretty scene with on the horses and stuff inside, on the beach in the water. That was a nice, real nice scene.
It was.
But that's all y'all do is kiss, man. Y'all need some dang on chapstick, man. Y'all lips should be dry.
That's why he kept licking his lips when they were sitting there talking. I didn't even know why that, but now I realize
his mouth dry, man. They suck each other's saliva.
They gonna wither up, get dehydrated. So he said in his confession that he know that she loved him just by
her actions.
Alexa says she knows that he loves her just by the way he look at her.
Look at her like a piece of meat, man.
No, I don't think he look at her like that.
I know. Let me tell my joke. I don't say nothing about you, you little funky punk. I don't do that, guys. Let me tell my joke.
Was it a joke though? It didn't land well. Poosh. So that wasn't a joke. All right. So let's move. So Justin said that he will put his he'll put himself on the line for Alexis. Like like a man. That's the stuff real men do now. Sometimes he get on my nerves, but that other one, Nate, What?
Well, don't say real men do that. Real man ain't gonna tell a woman he love her on the second date. I'm in love with you. Ain't been nowhere. Ooh, this is where rich people at. I love you. Come on, yeah, boy.
So just to say, he'll put his life on the line for her. She
The
was like,
second date, man.
she was like, emotions, don't do that, don't do that. So she's afraid.
Yeah, and that's why she keep. I've been proposed to 3 times because she keep running, man. That's why. And now she wanted. She said she wanted to run then because when Justin said, I'll put myself on the line for you. I'll take a bullet for you, and I love you. I mean, look, all that scares her. If she can run off the aisle and she probably, I know Mexico down the aisle. I know it's Mexico. Are they on the island for real?
I don't know.
You don't know.
You ain't got time for them coming for me in the comment section. Yeah, they on the island. Got to fly there.
What? No, they just fly because it's far away.
You got to fly over water. You think you're gonna drive there? Nah, it ain't Mexico next to Texas.
Let's ask Justin where the rich people. Who's the rich people? Let's ask him. Where y'all at?
All right, so let's move on. So Mitch and Kristen are paddle boarding. And so it seemed like they're having a good time flopping and moving. And she got on that thing and her legs was up in the air and the water was just taking her. That was a perfect scene.
Was it?
Yeah, because, she didn't fall off. So Kristen is talking, it reminded me of Alyssa and who? Chris.
Remember them? Did she get on it?
Yeah, remember they were paddleboarding and everything.
I thought, okay, they may turn it around with dude.
So Kristen's talking about the questionnaire that they had to fill out. She was like, it was a bunch of questions, and she had to take hers home the next day. That's how many questions. But
no, it wasn't about the question because she took it serious. Some people see all them questions and skim right through it, but she took hers real serious because she knew what she wanted, and she said, you got all what I need. You're funny, you're passionate, and you're the perfect match for me, basically.
I didn't finish though. I was leading up to that.
You're taking too long. I gotta get in bed.
Okay.
I gotta get up in the morning.
All right. Let's move on. So yeah, you basically said that but one thing I noted and I jotted down that she compliments him a lot.
But he don't do with her.
And I said, well, he surely over his mouth. He's gonna thank you.
But now we know. But now we know why he didn't do it.
Why? Because he ain't attracted to her.
That's right.
But even though you're not attracted, can't you give somebody a compliment though? Oh, okay. Ugly people don't get compliments. Not saying she ugly, but I'm just saying ugly people don't get compliments. I like that outfit. Oh, your hair is nice.
And they gonna say, what you saying that because I'm ugly? That's what they're gonna say. Because if you don't tell a person, "Ooh, you look nice," or you say, "Ooh, I like your shoes,"
you cannot be attracted to somebody still give them a compliment.
Okay.
Dog.
If I see a newborn baby,
that's a different subject.
And all you can say,
you're not attracted to.
You bless his little heart. You know the baby ugly. So come on, keep it real, nah. Come on, no. All
right, so let's move on to Lindy and Miguel. So he asked her as far as, they sitting at dinner and they trying to get to know each other and everything. So they have a little small talk, but he asked her when she graduated and he was like, oh, okay. So she asked when he graduated. So he said, oh, you so young. And she said, you so old. And that did not land well, honey.
It really did.
His face had started just getting tight.
Yeah, man. Cause she said, ooh, you so old. I felt that. I ain't gonna lie. I felt that. Dang.
She graduated in 2011. I think he was 2003.
Yeah.
I was
02.
Huh?
Well, about 2002.
3, 2, it don't matter. Yeah, one on early 2000. So anyway, I was like
early 2009. That thing.
What?
For the other 2009.
Yeah.
That thing. Not juvenile.
Yeah. For the
99 2000.
Yeah.
Dun.
Okay, come on, cause you sound like Jason. So bad. You in the kids so bad. All right, so anyway, So yeah, I felt that when she said, I don't think it landed well because his face got tight, so
I don't
he
blame.
didn't find that funny at all. So, but like, what she supposed to say? And she was like, "But you're gonna take care of you. I'm gonna learn." She tried to clean it up. So anyway, he started telling his story about when he moved to Puerto Rico and he didn't speak Spanish. I think he is Puerto Rican, or he has the look, he say, but he couldn't speak the language
because he was born and raised in America. He went to Puerto Rico and he felt out of place because he didn't know how to speak Spanish.
Right.
And they kind of made him to the outcast. So, he kind of retreated back to the house and took up, gaming and comic books kind of.
Mm-hmm. Always put God first.
And that's why the first protrudes out, so people know that. That's not sure. But yeah, that's why that's why he did what he did. And that's how he got into the geek culture. The geek culture. That's right, geek culture, yeah. Because he had nobody. You know what I'm saying? Because he was an outcast.
Oh, I thought you were gonna finish. And so anyway, he also talked about his mom, having schizophrenia when he was younger. And so, but he didn't understand that it was actually a disease or anything like that. He just thought that his mom just didn't want to, be bothered because she would pop in and pop out. And he understood it as he got older, right. And especially since he's, a doctor now. He did his research on it, and he's a little bit more empathetic to her because of that.
I guess, you're a child, you see your mom come in and out of your life like that. Yeah, you're going to resent her because you don't know what's going on. Mm-hmm. And I'm glad he kind of came to some kind of closure of, with his mom, because now he found out, what's really going on with her. You know what I'm saying? She had a mental disease, and, and now he knows. So, but man, that would be rough, man.
Oh yeah,
that would be rough at a young age, and your mom doing all that.
Especially,
basically, when he felt like his mom just left him.
Yeah. Lindy can relate a little, because she felt like that her family was like,
dysfunctional.
Yeah, thank you. Dysfunctional. She said her dad gave her mama divorce papers, and he was like, really? Because normally it's the opposite.
Yeah, the woman giving the husband the divorce papers, but what did she say? Why the dad did that?
She didn't say. She said that her the guy that she was engaged to at that time, she even stayed over to his house a lot of times because her family, so much dysfunction going on, and she didn't want to be a part of that.
Yeah, plus she wanted to see how a loving family, looks like. A family that loves each other, joke around, even arguing. You know what I'm saying? Which to me, arguments are part of a relationship.
It is.
It's all about how you
handle it. Honey, we like native style, honey. I finish your sentences. Keep going.
It's all about how you handle the argument. You know what I'm saying? Arguments sometimes can be healthy because, you kind of figure, you putting pressure on the weak points in your relationships, and you trying to, find a way to come to a compromise and then fix that. So sometimes arguments do help.
They do. I know somebody that told me they never had an argument. I said, well, that's why y'all divorced.
Oh, they are divorced?
They are. So anyway, let's move.
The argument they can kind of figure out before they got to that point.
Issues, because nobody's perfect, and you taking two different people and trying to mush them together into one. Yeah, you're gonna have some issues, some things you don't like. It's gonna be things. I ain't saying you got to have a little stomp out and stuff. No, but you do have to.
Everybody's imperfect. Okay, everybody's imperfect, and everybody's their own individuals. So even when you get around people, sometimes y'all might not click. Y'all gonna have a disagreement. You know what I'm saying? But like I said once before, it's all about how you handle the disagreements.
Yeah,
and
that person was shocked. That person was shocked when they, when they was presented those divorce papers, because they never they never knew anything was wrong.
Now, let me paraphrase this real quick. Don't get any crazy toxic arguments that busting windows out. To me, that's not healthy. Okay, because a lot of people, they love me because they bust my. No, that ain't love. That's not love. Mm-hmm. So yeah, let me just put that out there, because some people
think
Take
that's
a
love.
Yeah, it take a little too far.
All right, so Mitch is calling his brother. What he told his brother, Chad?
You want to go ahead and be honest, brutally honest?
Yeah.
Bruh, I don't like how she look. I ain't got no sparks. Basically, that's all he said. And
Yeah.
bro's basically, well, don't hurt her feelings, man. Sometimes you can get to grow, you can grow to love somebody. So give it a chance and go from there.
And he started crying.
And Mitch started crying, and I said, Mitch, why you even come to the show, bruh?
Mitch is Mitching.
And Mitch is Mitching, all right.
So let's move on to Kristen comes to dinner. So she's walking down the little aisle. She's excited. She looks cute.
Who?
She's walking like the pathway. Kristen.
Kristen, oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So she finna meet Mitch for dinner and everything. So she looks really cute. So
you. To you, apparently.
So she said that
Mitch don't think so.
She said that she, in her confession, she was like, she ready for a kiss, she ready for a hand hug or something, honey. She just ready. So Mitch said that he appreciate her patience because he know that, he's been taking a while to open up and everything. So she said, well, I'm not saying this, but I'm saying it's just a little sexual frustration, even though I know it's just been a few days, honey. It's just a little sexual frustration and stuff, and I'm just trying to see, kind of like, where we're gonna go. Well, what'd he say?
He said, well, I can't get the GTD. He said, what you mean you can't get the GTD? Well, I'm not feeling you enough to get the GTD.
Would you please come on, Chad? With it?
Well, basically, he's saying he's not attracted to her. There's no spark there. He's not physically attracted to her. And I'm thinking to myself, but you were attracted to her mom, but he's not attracted to her. Maybe, like you said, maybe he wanted somebody older, you know what I'm saying? Somebody around his age. I don't know. But he's not, he said he's not attracted to his wife, but he most definitely, I'm talking about most definite attracted to you. So yeah.
And Kristen attracted to him. He should be happy. I'm just saying he should be happy.
Yeah, Kristen, she's not bad looking.
No, she's not. She's a pretty girl, but and when she told him that, it to me is like it took her breath. When he told her that, it took her breath away.
She was cause she even said it, I know you're attracted. She even said it. She said, I know you're attracted to me, Mitch. And when Mitch said, no, not really, that kind of like a gut punch to her because she was shocked.
Yeah.
What do you mean you're not? Basically, I know that's what she probably said in her head.
Yeah.
What you mean you're not attracted to me?
And it looked like in that moment she wanted to cry because her feelings were hurt.
Oh, yeah,
especially when you tell a man, "Ooh, I'm sexually frustrated, child. What am I gonna do? I don't like it like this. Oh Lord." So it just kind of took back. So but she was very mature about it, and she was like, "Well,
I know a woman did me, like several women did like that.
They said they want to check to you."
I said, "Can I get the GTD?" She said, "Nah."
And so anyway, so when she said, "Listen, I'm not gonna ask you for specifics as far as what you like and what you don't like about me, because that will really hurt my feelings. But I hope that we can get into that place to where you are, attracted to me." Yeah, I think that was very smart. I think that sometimes we as women,
y'all want to know, don't you?
You want to know, but if you know you ain't no bad looking woman, then what is the problem? And I feel that she don't feel like she's no bad looking, when she's not.
Because you think you're not bad looking, don't mean this other guy don't think you're bad looking. He might not be his type. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
but
you can't go around being self-centered thinking I'm the baddest woman on the planet because you think you're cute.
No, it ain't about because you think you're cute. No, what I'm saying is just, a level of attraction. His attraction may be on another level, a higher one, but he act like he ain't got nothing until he get that tequila in him. Then he forget everything. But anyway,
that's a different story.
Let's move on to
drunk love.
Let's move on to Justin and Alexa.
Speaking of drunk love,
so they were at dinner, and she said that she's feeling vulnerable because of the stuff that, he's saying. She don't really like to feel vulnerable. She feels that, once you're vulnerable and you start liking this person make you happy, then this person can make you sad, this person can make you mad, this person can take you through all these type of emotions. Then what? She wants to have her happiness on her own without that person. Understand to a certain degree what she's saying, but you have to open up. That's a part of being in a relationship and a marriage.
Yeah, I get that, but she's not the type that is willing to open up
Well, she shouldn't.
Because that's why she's been proposed to 3 times. Because when they was trying to, when she was trying to open up, she shut herself down and ran. When guys she seemed like the type of person, when guys get too close to her, and she started to feel these guys, started to have some feelings for these guys, she shuts down and runs. Okay. And the only reason why she's not running from Justin is because she's legally married to the man right now. But I guarantee you, if she wasn't married to Justin right now, she'd be in the wind.
She'd be gone. So Justin said that, okay, so let me read this. Oh, because basically she was saying when you do that, you give the person too much power. And she was saying, I don't want to give you that much power. So Justin said that he wants to spend the rest of his life with his wife. Like, that's what he here for. He said, I want to have kids with you. I am in love with you. What you need? He said he want to have kids with, and he said that I'm in love with you.
Camouflage.
I had to put on some better shoes. That really looked like that looked like them.
Camouflage, Justin. Camouflage. Stop it! Too early for all that. I don't know, a week.
Get the other one too.
Yeah, this thing about to fall apart.
That's the one that you really spanked them with. Get the other one too. Because he need two.
You gotta do two,
Yeah, you have to give him your and that really gonna knock him out.
Yeah. Shabaka! What's wrong with you, man?
You almost hit me.
I'm sorry. That's how much he need to get hit across the head. Get the collateral damage over there. What's wrong with you? That's too early, man. Too early, man. You don't tell a woman you love her and love her on the 4th day. Yeah, you need to get some more slippers, girl.
It say pause. You see that shoe, so that's when we putting the pause on you.
I swear like a Chick-fil-A logo.
So yeah, he said that he is in love with her, and Alexa said she's not ready to say that yet. So she said it in a nice way. I don't think that she was mean. Now production last week they made it seem like, because she started laughing when he said it, and I think she was laughing because she knew it, because she said in her confession like I think he's already in love with her, and she laughed, and production made it seem like she laughed at what he said, and then
I do not care about all that. What I'm concerned about is Justin's from Alabama. He goes to California, and the rich people. Oh, he's in Mexico. The rich people live at come to. Then you gonna tell a woman you met for 1 week? You don't know her for 1 week.
It's Justin getting Ugh.
Oh, okay, you got me, Justin.
All right. And so anyway, so he said he knew the minute he saw her, he met her at the altar, he knew that this was his person, and he knew that he was gonna fall in love with her, or he loved her. She said that she can't tell. No, she said I think he asked. Let me see, what is it? I'm sorry. She said, can you tell that I love you? If I love you or not. He said, yeah, I can tell. You don't have to tell me, but I can tell it, and you do. So yeah, he's confident in that thing. So
yeah, he is.
I ain't lying. This may be one of them strong couples now.
Yeah, it could be. I think they right now they are strong. Okay, their marriage is strong right now. Because all they do is kiss, man. Golly, man. That's all y'all do, man.
Keep no lipstick on.
Golly, man. Like y'all trying to eat each other up, man.
He also said, too, that, did I scare you? And so she was like, well, yeah, sort of, kind of, but, And I think that he's making her feel like more open, more vulnerable.
Yeah, he's doing that now. He is, because she's not used to being this vulnerable with a guy because you know why?
Because she been proposed to 3 times.
Because she's been ran by now, but she don't have no choice. So go ahead.
So he said, whenever you ready to say I love you, I'll be there. So, hey, take your time, child. We ain't got nothing but time. All right, so let's move on to Ben and Morgan. So, you know, they got married, and she had, as they were sitting there eating their dinner and partying and everything, but at the reception, she was telling him, you know, that's the friend of the tooth I had knocked out when I was doing that. What is it? Taekwondo?
Muay Thai.
Yeah, them.
You know, people's getting real offensive about that. You call
Do
it
they?
martial arts the wrong thing.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
Oh,
I used to say
okay.
Taekwondo. Yeah.
You tried to tell.
I did take.
And what happened?
That's it, you know.
What happened? Who
Things
two of you knocked out?
What real boy? No more about it.
Yeah. So they are meeting each other's parents, and they're sitting there talking. And I guess production keep telling these people, "Ask when you gonna have children? Who gonna have children? Who gonna have children?" So that's what the whole conversation was about, back and forth. Ben wants to have kids, and she.
Morgan don't want to have kids. You know, they asked her bridesmaids, and the bridesmaids, you know, one of her friends said, "Well, we asked Morgan before she got married, you know, did she want to have kids?" She said, "No, she want to live her life. You know what I'm saying? She want to live this single life and want to do things, and so she's not ready to have kids and get settled down with kids." So, but I'm about to say the but.
You was taking too doggone long.
But she said if she finds the right guy, she might reconsider that. All right. You happy?
Are you happy now? So
Gina.
So Sasha and Nate are eating dinner. Ooh, I'm finna do this. And she said that she was talking to her mom.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes.
Okay. Give me
this me cut my fish.
Oh, I gotta have something to eat too.
Oh, you gotta have something to eat. Okay, there you go. All right. So Nate, I was talking to my mom. And, you know, she said that you had a good conversation and everything. You got emotional. And she also said that you filed bankruptcy. So what happened? Chab, you don't heard me chew that doggone food, honey?
I'll be chewing for like 24 hours. So I ain't gonna answer that question.
So yeah, so she wanted to know what happened with, you know, his bankruptcy, and he explained it to her and everything because she trying to see, you know, how he good with money because, you know, she wants to raise a family and all this stuff.
What really got me and what struck me was the mom called and talked to Stasha. Yeah, he good, Stasha, yeah, but he went bankrupt. It seemed like that's the only thing that stood out in that conversation. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, man, you know, he do say he went to business with somebody early on in his career, made some bad decisions, and they had to sell and go bankrupt. Things happen, especially when you're young. You know what I'm saying? So hey. But,
so she said, okay, so that's in the past. So we get right there, like credit, everything good.
You know, he did say, well, it messed my credit up. Well, he said something about. He said like 6 months of credit got better.
I said, what bankruptcy?
Yeah, you ain't lying, man.
6 months it reset itself.
I thought it was 7 years.
It is.
Yeah.
Is that a California thing? Because a girl wants to know.
Yeah, what kind of loopholes you found, man?
But you can start back rebuilding your credit after a while, but it's still gonna take some time.
Yeah, all this stuff. All this stuff is still on your credit for 7 years, unless you get some kind of lawyer or something to get the stuff out of your credit report. But that's the only thing I can think of.
So she said, okay, so all that's in the past. Okay, so this is a perfect segue for her. So she said, well, you know, I wanted you to sign a post number. He said, girl, what's that?
I said, you don't. She said, what's that? You don't trust your boy? Yeah, I know when I've been bankrupt. I know I sold fake Louis Vuitton. But you don't trust me? Come on, man. So he said, well.
So she was like, it's not that I don't trust you, but I'm trying to kind of protect my assets and everything or whatever. So.
Yeah, but he felt like, okay, to make her feel comfortable, I'm going to agree to the post number. So.
And I think that was, I mean, like, you don't know her. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't know her. So, yeah, he was like, yeah. And I hope he don't change his mind later on down the road. So, he did agree to it and everything. So, she was like, so do you want to have kids?
This conversation did not make sense to me at all. First of all, you want the man, you don't trust the man, so you want him to do a post-nup. But all of a sudden, you want to have kids with the same man you don't trust with your money within a year to have a child.
And the way she said it, she said, no, Nate. He said, well, you older than me. You tell me. I said, golly.
They throwing shade in my I felt that too. Dang!
look, what did Chris Tucker and Ice Cube?
Yeah. Dang! I said, ooh, man. All right, we get it. They old.
Because he probably saying, honey, tell me what your eggs do, honey. So anyway, so she said, well, I want to have kids within a year. He was like, a year?
That's too soon.
And he was like, I was thinking like 2 or 3 years or something. We got to get established, got to get this. But a year? She was like, yeah, we married. And he was like, something about, in a relationship. He said, well, it depends on the relationship. She said, but we married. Like, we good, honey.
I think Nate trying to still figure out if it's going to work or not before you have a child.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't blame him.
And which I think is a smart thing to do, to have it, because your clock is ticking. You want to put Nate in a bad predicament to have a child within a year before he wants to.
So let's move on to Morgan and Ben. They're in their honeymoon suite, so they're getting to know each other. Taking off her dress. She's changing clothes and everything. So they did notice that there's a whole bowl of condoms, and she said, "What they think we finna do? Like, honey, get it in, get the
Uchi coochie started, man. Hey, you trying to make sure y'all have sex?
Ben said, "Hey, my birthday is in midnight, honey." So he told the camera, "Hey, that'll be my birthday gift if she give me some." I said, "Ooh, clutch some, so young. You don't say no some.
Yeah, you do.
That is not your wife. You don't give me some. What is some? Someone want some M&M?
Yeah, that's what you said. Hey, you gonna give me some? No, I ain't gonna give you no.
What is some? That's not even a song. Like some song. What is song?
That's a polite way of saying.
That's not polite.
It is polite.
That's the ghetto way.
Hey, babe, you gonna give me some? Nah, leave me alone. Come on, babe. It's been like 5 months.
What is some?
What?
Anyway, I said, what is some? Anyway. So he did say that, so he said, he ain't gonna turn down no gift. So Kristen and Mitch are taking shots by the pool.
Shot. Who you saying that for?
Shot.
Oh,
Virginia.
Yeah.
Did y'all see my stories on Instagram, honey? They still doing shots.
Yeah,
they was in a bigger cup. But anyway, so Kristen and Mitch are taking shots by the pool. And so in her confessional, Kristen was like, she's a little bit confused because he's like, 1 minute she feel like, he's attracted to her. The next minute, he's saying something else, so she's a little bit confused because she feel like she's on a, up and down with him and stuff. So they was enjoying the pool. They was taking tequila shots, eating strawberries, just having a good time. He get to see her in her bikini and all that stuff. So let's move on again to Ben and Kristen. So, she present him with the birthday cupcakes, cookies and creams or something like that. And because it's his birthday.
Because of what? Because it's his birthday.
It's his birthday.
Okay.
And so the production asked him on camera, because they asked her something and she was saying it so low, like, he's so fine. It was something she was saying. And production asked, hey, did y'all have sex and stuff? And she was in the background and she said something. I just thought it was funny. I thought they was cute together.
Yeah. And Ben, I hope you did what you said you was going to do. Hold them farts in. Yeah, the first night you sleep with somebody, y'all stand together, hold the farts in, man. Because if you let something loose on me I don't know you like that, oh, man, that's a strike, man. That's a major red flag, man.
I know my poops was very afraid to come out, honey.
Yeah.
Even after we got married, they just stayed in there.
Do not poot around me. I don't know you like that. We're not intimate. We don't have that intimacy.
But now, it is what it is.
Yeah. Sometimes I wish we can go back.
So they got their gift box for their honeymoon. So they got to get ready for their honeymoon. She said, "Oh, I bought a bunch of bathing suits." He was like, "Can you try them on for me now?"
Ben, look, y'all talking about Nate. Y'all need to be watching Ben. He a little freak, man.
Child, he ain't got that little spiked up hair for nothing, honey.
Mama, I'm gonna give you a grandbaby.
So yeah, and then he throws the bowls of condoms in his suitcase.
Hey, don't too cheap to buy them. They free.
So let's move on to Lindy and Miguel. So they showing all these different scenes of people having all this sexual tension, frustration of getting some or not getting none or whatever. So Lindy and Miguel, so they by the pool and she got on her swimsuit and he, so they started talking about sexual tension and he was saying that, he know that there's sexual tension between them. And she started explaining, how she grew up and as far as what sex means to her. So she's not ready to rush it because she understands that it's a covenant with God and everything, and she wants to be ready. So she don't want to just hit it and quit it. But Miguel said, I got to see what it do, Chad. I need to, because that's the only way I'm going to be able to gauge and see how far this going to go, if I'm going to get me some or not, and if the song going to be some good song.
Yeah, he wants to know. He wants to kind of, like you said, judge him because, if he get it in the whack, you got to try to get it for decision day, because you don't want to wait after decision day and then all of a sudden whack. Now you stuck with it. You know what I'm saying?
That's your wife though. Make it.
No, but all he want to do is get some. Hey, when you get that song and that song is whack, you got to go back.
So Miguel decided to get smart. He was like, "Hey, you want me to give you a massage?"
Bruh, that's the oldest trick in the book.
Normally
man.
it works in the bedroom, not in front of the cameras outside.
But still, that's the oldest trick. I have to look at that, man.
And she was like, "Sure." And so I think she had a problem with him, I guess, straddling her back, whatever. He was like, "That's how do you think I'm gonna have to do it?"
No, that's so. Come on, man. That is so obvious what you were trying to do. You trying to get you some.
So Ben and Morgan show up, and they show up to where all the rest of the honeymooners are, and they hug, and everybody introduced themselves to each other. So they say, okay, they got to get on the boat. The boat called the Fat Cat. Don't know why. So anyway, so Ben and Morgan and Justin and Alexa are having a conversation, and they're talking. And what did the girl say?
What she say?
Y'all, he's celibate. Oh, excuse me. We celibate. Oh. I was like, God, get the shoe. Honey, she needed to. Because, baby, she acting like she from Alabama. No, we don't act like that.
He showed up.
No, we don't.
Stop it. You been proposed to 3 times? Damn, that's for that. You know the shoe. Now, don't worry. And start telling people that man, you know what I'm talking about. Telling everybody that man's celibate, man.
Airbnb. You get it out.
Man, I work out 4 or 5 hours of sleep, man. Shoot. Right. But anyway, yeah, stop that. You want to tell the whole world this man's celibate, man. For what reason? What is it going to do for you, man? And
he explained his celibacy to Morgan and everything or whatever. But yeah, man. That was just so crazy. So anyway,
I can't wait till no, man.
Yeah. Tell me till they do it.
Yeah,
that too.
Yeah, he got some, y'all. Come on, man.
So anyway, Ben and Stasha, Stasha doing the most, son. I guess because she emancipated her. I guess I said it right. Her mama, and divorced her mom. So she done took the man last name, child, and made him sign that post up. Even though and want to have children, but take it you want, girl.
She doing it, you right. And telling her, if we don't work out, I'm gonna keep your last name.
Yeah. And so she was just like, he's stuck with me forever.
Forever. Now I know she's supposed to be a boss, right? But these are not boss moves here, man. You moving too fast. You're not calculating. The only thing you calculated was, you're not being, the only thing you did right is to post up. There's other stuff you moving wrong, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying?
Fast.
You're moving wrong, you're moving fast. You want to get pregnant within a year. You don't know if this man gonna be around after that year. And once he's gone, you still gonna keep the man's last name. Now, what if he's out there holding around?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you say you want to keep your dad's last name because you
never knew.
Yeah, you never knew your dad, and that last name meant nothing to you.
Right.
So now you go get with this man, and you get his last name. He decide to cheat on you with several women. You still gonna keep his last name?
He ain't gonna want it.
Right.
He ain't gonna want it.
It's been tarnished, man.
Yeah. So yeah, I think she's moving absolutely too fast. Okay, you want to make a statement. Okay, you did some. Girl, you just moving too fast. But yet it's still you want to sign a posting up and you want to have a child within a year.
I think she based her decisions off emotions. That's why I think she left her mom and divorced her parents because she got her feelings because they was moving, and she made that rash decision so quickly, and in a way she kind of regretted.
Yep. Another thing too, Alexa was explaining, as far as, when she grew up, and she also didn't grow up with her father. She knew her father. And when she said, I knew my father, she kind of apologized to Stasha because she said, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry if they were sensitive. I wasn't trying to be insensitive, and she said, no, I understand. But Stasha started crying. She said, Justin is rubbing off on me in the right way. I'm normally like very blunt on my stuff, but she said I'm now realizing to be a little bit more softer. So Stasha was like, no, you were soft enough. Nothing you could have did different. It's just very emotional for her.
Good for you, Justin. You know what I'm saying? I know we spank you all the time when they hit you in the head with the shoe. Yeah, that was kind of wrong. Yeah. Well, I know we hit you across the head with the shoe several times, but sometimes you come in there, you do the right thing, man. So, we're going to take one of them head shots back.
So, Justin is talking to the guys, and he said, guess what? I told her I love her. What?
No, that's not what I got from this whole scene.
What you got?
Hey, yeah, look. He's so country. He's so country. He's so country, boy.
So he told the guys, and Nate was like, in his confession, he was like, I just think the brother excited. He got to move fast, so he's just all adrenaline.
Well, Asher and Nate, I think your wife is moving fast too.
Oh yeah, she is.
I think she's moving a little too fast.
Yep. So Morgan is talking about Ben, and she just saying, there's chemistry there. There's, so they seem to, kind of click. She's talking to the lady. So Ben talking to the guys, and he was like,
she don't want to have no babies. I want to have babies.
So he said we're gonna have to talk about that.
We're gonna have to talk about it, yeah.
But he said, so they was like, well, did y'all do it? He was like, well, no. He said, but she did give me a massage. And he said, massage, okay. He said,
no, let's go back. Did Miguel say something about Lindy doing other things?
Yeah, he did.
You know what I'm saying? I said, okay, well, we're not having sex, but I'm getting satisfied in other ways.
Something like that.
Yeah, something like that. I'm not paraphrasing that. I'm not saying verbatim, but I think that's what you said.
Something like that.
Yeah. I said, okay. Is this another
Clara and Ryan?
Yeah, Ryan situation.
Yep. Yeah. So yeah, but yeah, and then when Ben said that, he said, yeah, she gave him a massage, but he said, oh, is she a masseuse? He said, no, she a nurse, but she got the knots out. And what Miguel said, the same thing you thought.
I said, she got the nuts out? I was like, God, man, that's all they talk about. Sex and kissing. And I like, man, it's like
she said
soft porn, man.
She said knots.
It did sound like he showed something. I said, man, Ben sound like me sometimes, man. You sure you say nuts, man? Okay,
all right. So the ladies are talking to Kristen, and because everybody's sharing their experience with sex, nut sex, whatever. And Kristen was like, you know what? I don't mind sharing, but I'm going to have to talk about it tomorrow. I got a lot to say. I'm going to talk about from beginning to end, from dinner to where we are now, and everything. And then you was like, ooh, they did it.
Yeah, when I say they did it, that's when they cut to Mitch. Mitch said, well, all I know is this. We had some shots last night, some tequila. I got loosened up a little bit with the with the alcohol I had in me, loosened me up a little bit. Yeah, one thing led to another. And it was a good night. I was like, okay, they must have did it. But they didn't do it.
So they wake up the next day and they are getting a massage, and Mitch and Kristen. And so anyway, Kristen, with her hair looking wild, that massage sure enough was good. So she said that, she wanted to talk to Mitch. So basically she was saying that she's confused. That's what she was telling the camera people.
That's what I don't understand. There's really no confusion going on here.
Why?
Because when he was sitting there at the table telling her that he's not attracted to her, that's his true feelings. Okay. Now, later on that night, they had some alcohol involved, and he got a little liquored up, and that's what all that affection came from.
So even when you look it up, you can still be attracted to the
Yeah.
ugly person.
Yeah, man. Shoot, man. You know how many times we, you just go to the club. Oh man, I gotta have another beer because she still don't look good. You keep drinking that, she look good. So yeah, of course.
So she did say, hey, the dinner, went okay. The pool was nice, and got back to the room and everything, and we started kissing. And she said, I'm just confused. She said, that she was just confused at it and stuff. And so he was like, well, he wasn't trying to give her, be confused about it. He said, yeah, when he was able to get that tequila in him, you kind of changed his, and everything.
He got all excited. He got all railed up. He was ready to go. She the one stopped it. You know what I'm saying? Because she said, how can you be intimate with somebody and you telling me you're not attracted to me? So I just wasn't feeling that we should go that far. And that's why she stopped. And
she said, it's some things that I'm also need too. I need for you to tell me, I look nice. If I look nice, don't lie to me. And give me compliments, because I said, because you sure be complimenting him, honey. And then she also said, and if this is my thing that I'm putting out here, if by decision day, if we don't been had sex, and what was the other one?
You tell me you love me.
Say, yeah, you love me, then she said it's gonna be a no for me. I was like, not the love me part now, child. They gotta come with time. So, but anyway, so she put her demands out there, honey. I guess he said,
well, Mitch, you gotta get some tequila.
Every day.
Yeah, have it right next to you on your bedside right there. And take them shots, man. Because
and think about her mama.
Yeah, think about the mama. Because she's not a bad looking woman.
No, she's not.
So Mitch, I don't know what what you're expecting, you must your what word I'm looking for?
Radar?
No.
Expectations?
No.
Standards?
Standards, that's a word. Your standards must be real, real high, man. Real high. I like to see your ex-girlfriend.
Real high? Okay. Looking at Mitch. All right, you guys. On that note, I said looking at Mitch. I'm just saying, like, his standards high.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. He got 4 band-aids sitting on top of his head.
I mean, that's because, you feel like the man's not attractive.
Well,
some guys, you might not find attractive to have high standards.
Yeah. And a lot of times,
a lot of women that's not attractive have high standards. I said, how you gonna have the nerve to have high standards? You got 5 baby daddies and you working at some restaurant. You got high standards. What's wrong with y'all, man? Yeah.
They looking for it. They trying to get that.
I want a man to take care of me. Making 6 figures, got their own house, their own car. But you stand at home with your mom with 4 or 5 kids, like 3 or 4 different baby daddies.
Yeah.
What you gonna bring to the table other than your kids?
6, baby.
Ain't no 6 worth that. Trust me.
All right, you guys. On that note, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here because this video is longer than we expected. So make sure you guys subscribe to this channel if you hadn't already. We like to have fun over here. Make sure you join our Patreon and make sure you purchase some of our merch. We will see you guys on the next video. Don't forget to go with God and let God go with you. Let me go put my husband to bed.
Put God first.
Deuces.
Hey! Always put God first.